real estate investment is changing. So if you would have some money now, you should make sure that at least you are diversified in real estate. That means that you, for example, have one real estate in Europe and one real estate in Southeast Asia, or maybe even 3 places, right? Why is that? Because there is a lot of risk, political risk, government risk, or risks of war everywhere. So you need to be sure that you have a place to escape to. Number 2, also make an investment that you are not dependent on anything like electricity, like water, like oil, and like food. So meaning off the grid, right? Because as we know how the world is going, it could be that you end up with no electricity, with no water, without no shelter, with nothing. So you need to have a real estate which you can survive and have a good life when you're off the grid, when you're completely chill. So it is also, thirdly, it will be very important that is the ownership, that you have the ownership, and that, for example, governments cannot take it from you easily, and that you really have all the legal paperwork and everything in really clear and really good order, right? That's also important. And lastly, but not least, you really need a place with good energy, with good vibes. And there's only a few places where there's an amazing energy and good vibes. Like, for example, you see that even in history, right? Where are the good places and the good vibes, right? So, for example, if you have a really amazing place in an amazing city, like where I am now, for example, Bangkok, make sure you have also a place somewhere, for example, on the island of Koh Phangan or on the island of Koh Samui, or something not too far, but where you can escape to, right? This is also really important. People nowadays, the investment this, investment that. Maybe it will be worth $100 million because you did supposed to be a good investment. But maybe in the future, this $100 million cannot even buy you bread, or is worth nothing, because it's just worth nothing. So what I believe is that more and more people see that they have to have tangible assets, really tangible assets, and real estate is absolutely one of them. Even they say, you have to invest in gold and silver. That's also dependent on demand, right? If the world is, there's a disaster, who is gonna care about gold and silver? If the world almost going to be a disaster, you care that you have a place to live, that you have a place to go. That is important, right? So, yalla, let's go, and let me know what you think and leave your comments. Of course, keep on supporting Ascendia, which is an amazing nation state. I keep on supporting Yes We Trust, which is a great community all around the world, and with upcoming developments also in Southeast Asia. And I keep supporting the venture capital community, VNTR, not only because they are great VC guys, and great VC community, but also a lot of people in that community think similar as I do, right? And I, of course, keep supporting Alma's Resources, which is the company who is mining resources around the world, which is also very important, right? And of course, I keep supporting all biometric technologies, and I of course keep supporting all the real estate companies and the real estate investments, like, for example, Nebel World and Nebel Club, nebelclub.com, which is amazing development in Phuket and in Pattaya, supported by Ramada Angkor. So it's really, really amazing. And many, many other things like Revive, which is a rejuvenation and anti-aging project across Thailand, and with the first one in Phuket. And yeah, I mean, it's really fantastic. But as I told you, you need to think of yourself. So if you would need an escape place or a place to go in Thailand, let me know. I think Thailand is one of the good energy points. In Thailand is fantastic for a second or third home, or a place to escape to when this shit hits the fan. Yalla, let's go.